On an Allen fur. During Allen Fur's holiday sale, our beautiful furs are 30 to 50% off. And as always, alterations and monograms are included. Enjoy the holidays in a warm, wonderful mink, a sheared beaver jacket, or even a reversible fur. Take advantage of the sale on our designer collection from around the world, featuring the latest in knitted and sheared furs. The Allen Fur's holiday sale, 30 to 50% off all furs.
Holiday shopping at River Road Shopping Center. Fabulous.
...2008 U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade. Your hosts for today, Cheryl Miller, Rob Cardwell, Stephanie Rochon, and Greg McQuaid, with Grand Marshal Astronaut Leland Melvin. And now, the 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade, coming to you live on CBS 6 and for the first time on the web, streaming live at WTVR.com. I'm Rob Cardwell.
And I'm Cheryl Miller. Happy holidays, and thanks so much for joining us this morning. The streets along Broad Street are packed with people. They're behind us. They're in front of us. 2.5 miles of humanity here to see our wonderful parade today.
Yeah, the people are all bundled up, as you can see, 4 and 5 deep. A lot of the kids out there ready to go. One big kid herself, our own Stephanie Rochon, amongst the crowd. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning and Merry Christmas, Rob and Cheryl. As you mentioned, take a look at the side of Broad Street. Both sides starting to fill up with folks excited about this Christmas parade. They've got their hats, their blankets, a family tradition for many of these people. And Greg McQuaid and I have a front row seat. Hey, we've got an exciting moment coming up in just a few minutes. The National Guard is going to have a flyover to officially start this parade. And I am looking forward to seeing our Grand Marshal, Astronaut Leland Melvin. Back to you guys.
We've got a couple of astronauts in the parade today. Actually, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the silver anniversary for the U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade. 25 years of family fun here in Richmond.
Yeah, the very first time this parade started, had about 40,000 people lining the streets. They're probably going to be well over 100,000 people today. And another one of our crew that's among them, a guy who is convinced he's one of Santa's helpers, our own Greg McQuaid.
Hey, Rob, Cheryl, great to see you. Merry Christmas. Say, listen, look at this crowd over here already. It's been building and building and building. Hey, we got Tom. How excited are we? Yeah, look at this. We're right near the front of the parade. This is Tom over here. Look, you are bundled up, my man.
Yeah, it's cold out here this morning, but we're here for it. We're waiting for it.
What do you love about the parade, buddy?
All of it. The bands, the floats, the people. Look at the people. Look at the people. So, yeah, we're here. We're waiting for it.
Are you excited, folks? Can't wait. I'll tell you, the excitement is building. We are just a few minutes away from the start of this wonderful, wonderful parade. And we have front row seats, so sit back and enjoy. Rob and Cheryl, we want to send it back to you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Greg.
Everybody bundled up, some in their fur coats, as we just saw.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest parades we've had in a long time. 99 units, including 13 of those giant balloons out there.
This is a special edition of this parade, the 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade. And this morning, we have a special greeting for you.
Super Value and U-Crops are pleased to join together to present this year's annual Christmas parade here in Richmond. This is the 25th year for the parade, a meaningful milestone for this well-loved local tradition.
Our long-standing business partnership, coupled with our mutual supportive community, makes Super Value and U-Crops the perfect team to support the parade and to bring the joy of the season to our neighbors and friends.
Happy holidays!
And happy holidays to you, gentlemen. Well, let's take a look at the parade route this morning. We've got 2.5 miles down Broad Street. We're going to step off the parade at 10:15, starting from the DMV, and it's going to travel 2.5 miles east to 7th Street downtown.
Now, there's still plenty of time to come on out, but if you are heading this way, we have some road closures we want you to be aware of. Broad Street is closed heading eastbound from Davis to Strawberry Street. Heading west, Broad Street closed from 7th Street to the DMV Drive. Lee Street is closed from Boulevard to Hermitage, except by permit. We want to remind you as well that all of these roads are going to be back open by 2 o'clock.
That's right. We've got a lot of excitement, including, as Stephanie mentioned, that National Guard flyover scheduled to start the parade for us at 10:15 this morning.
All right, you still have plenty of time to get down here. Again, we are live on WTVR.com as well this morning. The parade party just moments away. You'll see how the floats you'll see flooding Broad Street come together when we come back.
The 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6 is presented in part by McGeorge's Rolling Hills RV Supercenter.
Happy holidays from Super Value.
Wow! I just filled my gas tank and I got 30 cents off per gallon with my UVC card.
Really? I saved $2 a gallon last time I filled up.
Is your card different from mine?
Same card. I just do all my shopping at U-Crops. Paper towels, prescriptions, everything. You know, the more you shop, the more you save at your next fill up.
Wow.
Gotta go. Got more shopping to do.
Fuel perks at U-Crops. How much have you saved?
What is your favorite parade memory?
I didn't know what to think. The balloon just kept getting larger and larger as they put more air into it. And I thought, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew.
Cake time.
Yeah, I got it at DQ.
Oh, hey, I'll take it in.
It's okay, honey. I got it.
Come on, baby, just let me help you out.
Well, you can grab the forks.
Give me the cake.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. Yo, baby.
Look what I have.
I got the forks.
Yay! Get the cake, get the glory. Dairy Queen holiday cakes. Vanilla, fudge crunch, and chocolate.
Hello, Central Virginia. From Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville's family to yours, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We know you're watching Parade right now. What a beautiful sight, folks. After the parade, come on down. We're open till 9 o'clock tonight. Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville. If we can't lower your payments today, I promise you a $500 Walmart gift voucher. So come check us out. We're here for you. 6564 Mechanicsville Turnpike. This is the season of giving, and Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville is giving back to you.
What is your favorite parade memory?
Especially when we was characters, you know, we go over and meet the people while we're going down. We actually got to stop for a little while the bands and stuff perform, so we could intermingle with the kids.
And welcome back to the U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade being broadcast live on CBS 6 here in Richmond. I'm Cheryl Miller.
And I'm Rob Cardwell. The parade about to kick off in about 10 minutes, and these people cannot wait. Some of them have been here since we got here at about 7:30, lining the street. We're at the Science Museum of Virginia. We can see maybe down to the boulevard from here, and it is packed, maybe 7, 8 deep. As you can see here, some of the grandstands right in front of us. Everybody bundled up. They're waiting for a look at today's marching majorettes, the colossal balloons, all these fantastic floats, 13 of them, and of course the 2008 Parade Grand Marshal astronaut Leland Melvin.
He's going to be here with us in just a few minutes, but I actually got a chance to talk to him by phone a couple of weeks ago. You know, he's a University of Richmond graduate. He went to UVA where he got his science and engineering degree. He's logged over 306 hours in space, and he's getting ready for another flight. I spoke to him just before he came to Richmond. Here's our conversation.
His childhood dreams involved the football field, but his talents took him to outer space. Astronaut Leland Melvin of Lynchburg is this year's Grand Marshal of the U-Crop's Super Value Christmas Parade here in Richmond. Hi, Leland.
Hello, Cheryl. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Now, I understand you're training for a new mission, but you spent 13 days in space back in February. What's it like to be one of the relatively small group of people who've actually been to outer space?
Well, it's one of the most amazing things when you look back on the planet and see the colors and just know that this is one world working together to create harmony. And I was in space with you know, Russians and Germans and French and just, you know, people from all over the world. And we're, you know, just trying to make it a better place for people to live.
Now, I understand that being an astronaut wasn't something that you dreamed of as a child. Actually, a series of people helped direct you to choices that put you where you are today. Now you're a role model. How do you take on that role?
Well, you know, I believe they were all role models. It's just whether we're good role models or bad role models. And I had lots of people, you know, in my path that helped me along the way. And I just try to ensure that I set a good example for others that are watching so that they can maybe achieve all the dreams that they want to.
Now, as far as achieving dreams, how have you been? I've seen some of your wonderful photography. I understand you're also a consummate musician. How do you fit it all in?
just take one step at a time. And I think it's all about balancing, balancing what you're doing and prioritizing what's most important.
Now, what's your next mission for NASA?
It's going to be STS-129. We're taking up some spare parts because the shuttle's supposed to retire in 2010. So I want to make sure that we have everything on board the station in case something fails or breaks, that it can be replaced without having to use a shuttle to take it up there.
So you're very lucky to get one final mission.
Well, I am, and I'm very blessed, and a lot of people have been supportive, and I just thank all the people back in Richmond who have been, very, very supportive in helping me achieve my dreams.
And we're glad you could join us for the parade. Thank you, Leland.
Thank you.
And of course, Leland Melvin, astronaut Leland Melvin, our Grand Marshal for the parade, and we'll find out what it's like. He's been in space to be a Grand Marshal. Is that on the same level?
Sounds good. Also at the U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade, we're going to have over 20 floats this year.
And our Julie Bragg will tell us how those floats are put together.
As they shouted out with glee.
With the Christmas music in the background, it sets the stage here at Richmond International Raceway. We're taking you back in time. This is about a week and a half before the actual parade, and this is where the floats are being put together. And I have the float expert, Dick McClure, here today. You're working hard.
A little bit.
Tell me a little bit about, you're working on 7 of the floats. How long does it take to put all these together?
About a month. We'll have them through probably about the middle of next week. Everything will be ready to go out of here.
And you get designs from the different participants, and then you kind of have to make those designs work, right?
Sometimes you get designs, sometimes you get hand scratch, and you have to kind of listen to what they want. And after you figure out what they want, then you can go start building. Like the present float. If you could have seen a design that was sent to me, you wouldn't have no idea what it was, but we kind of deciphered it, and we know exactly what they want now. So, yeah, it works out fine.
And you're a retired firefighter, but you've been doing this float thing for more than 40 years. Why so long, and why do you love it?
It's something gets in your blood, just like firefighting. Firefighting gets in your blood, this gets in your blood. It's so much fun. You meet so many really nice people, and the people you deal with are so nice. So it's just it's a lot of fun, and it gets me out the house too.
What's it like when the floats are actually out there on Broad Street and the smiling faces are checking out your hard work?
We don't really see that too much. What we really like is when the floats come back to DMV Drive and Lee Street after they've made their loop, and they're all together, and nothing's falling off of them, and they still look good. And we get them all out here, and then we start pulling down. We got 2.5 days to get out of here. So we'll be working steadily from it. As soon as we get all the floats back in on the 6th, through 5 or 6 o'clock on the 8th to get out of here.
Well, thank you for all you do, and happy holidays.
Well, same to y'all, each one of y'all. Y'all do a good job at Channel 6.
All right, now you've seen the behind the scenes. Now back to the parade.
All right, thank you, Julie. We are getting ready for the kickoff of the 25th annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade, and we've been here on some days when it's been really, really warm, almost shorts weather, and some days when it's been 17 degrees. I guess it's somewhere in the 30s, maybe low 30s right now, and you actually had a snowflake touch you on the nose.
It did, and that kind of surprised me a little bit, but the sun is out, and the crowd is here. Everybody is happy, in a great mood, waiting for the parade to step off. We've got the biggest parade we've had in a long time, as we said. 99 units, big balloons, marching bands, majorettes, anything and everything that makes for the consummate parade.
Snowflakes, not the only thing in the air this morning. Also, the Virginia National Guard intending to provide us a couple of aircraft UH-60L Black Hawk helicopters that are going to fly over and kick off this parade at exactly 10:15. They're going to be flying from the Science Museum of Virginia down along the parade route, down to the intersection of 7th and Broad where the parade wraps up. Of course, the supported flying unit will be the 2nd Battalion, 224th Aviation Regiment, Virginia Army National Guard, stationed in Sanson, Virginia. Hooah!
And what a wonderful way to kick off the 25th annual parade here in Richmond. We've been doing the parade here on CBS 6 for about 19 years now, and I've been here for the parade for 25 years now. And this is one of the biggest and one of the best that I've ever seen.
You know, and you're just 30 years old, so you know, you did this parade when you're so, yeah, just when you were a kid. Look at these kids out here. You know, parents, thank you so much for listening to Zach Daniel's forecast that the temperatures were going to be rather low this morning. We've seen parents out here not only bundling up their kids in the coats and the mittens and the hats, but they've got all kinds of blankets, and some people even have sweaters on their dogs this morning. So people are ready for this cold weather.
And some people say it's just not the Christmas parade when it's 70 degrees outside. You know, Mother Nature helps set the stage for this parade with the cold, crisp weather. Lots of families are here. Lots of people have come in from out of town here. A lot of people are watching on WTVR.com. This is the first time that we're actually going to be streaming the parade live on our website as well.
You know, I'm glad that you mentioned that. A lot of people, if you have family out of town, now's a great time to call them on the phone and say, hey, log on to your computer, WTVR.com, and you can see it. All right, I think it is time. Cheryl, behind me, if I can hear the rotors in the air, I think it is now the official start of the parade right behind me.
That is the Virginia National Guard UH-60L Black Hawk helicopters out of the 224th Aviation Regiment, Virginia Army National Guard, stationed out in Sandston, Virginia.
Their motto, always ready, always there. The Virginia National Guard serving the Commonwealth since 1607. Let's listen to them fly by.
Eyes are to the sky for these helicopters. That kicking off the official parade, which will start right after this.
The 25th annual UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6 is presented in part by Dairy Queen.
You spend a lot of money on gas. How would you like to spend a lot less? Maybe even earn a free tank. It's easy at UCrops with our exclusive Fuel Perks program. For every $50 you spend at UCrops, you'll get 10 cents off per gallon at participating local BP and Exxon stations. Just shop UCrops with your UVC card and watch the savings add up. The more you spend, the bigger your per gallon discount. Fuel Perks. Now you can get great food, great service, and great discounts on gas. At UCrops, it's that easy.
What is your favorite parade memory?
The balloons and the marching bands. Back then, you didn't see too many marching bands, and you could see them all just come down Broad Street. It was just great. You just knew it was Christmas time.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most famous furrier of them all? I wish I may. I wish I might. I wish I had a fur tonight. Alan Furs, absolutely ageless. Let Alan Furs make your dreams a reality.
Mama, we're going to be late for school.
Alan Furs, Parham Road.
Hello, Virginia. It's Kenny Dunn right here for Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville. Our family wants to wish your family happy holidays while you're sitting there enjoying the parade today. We want to let you know that we're here preparing for you to come down after the parade. We've got up to $500 in gift vouchers for you from Walmart if I can't figure out a way to lower your monthly payment, folks. That's right. Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville wants to wish your family a happy holidays and a great season. Have a good day.
I hope you're enjoying the 25th anniversary Christmas parade here in Richmond. Super Value is just so proud and privileged to partner with UCrops this year to bring you this wonderful holiday tradition. So we hope you, your family, and friends have a joyous and wonderful holiday season.
Welcome back to the 2008 UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being so patient. We had the flyovers from the Black Hawk helicopters of the Virginia Air National Guard. And now here we are, the very beginning of the UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade. Enjoy.
That is the first unit, the Richmond Police Department Motorcycle Officer Strike Team. They've been in service continually since 1908, currently riding 2008 Harley-Davidson Road King motorcycles. They've got 1 sergeant and 6 police officers. The officers in the unit are highly decorated. They've received awards ranging from the Medal of Valor to the Unit Citation.
They are the hostess with the mostest, too, because MOST does stand for Motorcycle Officer Strike 2.
And now your Richmond pace car behind that. On NASCAR Spring Cup Series event days, Richmond International Raceway becomes the 8th largest city by population here in Virginia. The first NASCAR race at RIR was back in 1953.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson breaking records this year, becoming only the second driver in sports history to win 3 consecutive Cup championships. Going to be another exciting year for Richmond Raceway. And our good buddy down there, Doug Fritz, he was telling us that the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race tickets are on sale, and they make great stocking stuffers, so I thought I'd give him a plug.
And what a perfect way to set the pace for the 25th annual UCrops Super Value Christmas Parade. Good-looking car there.
All right, our main sponsor for this event, UCrop's Antique Truck Supermarket's just passing us by. This is the Model T freight truck that Mr. UCrop bought from his neighbor in 1939. That truck used on his farm in the apple and peach orchards until 1958. I want to thank UCrops for being so involved in this every year.
And our first big balloon is the parade logo, which everybody knows now. The logo balloon requires 750 cubic feet of helium. We're going to be using a lot of helium today. And all the handlers wearing their red and white hats there. We got a lot of volunteers working the parade today. Over 500 people working to volunteer and help out, hold the balloons down, march in the parade, keep everything in control.
Because Super Value is a new title co-sponsor this year, that new logo balloon created just for this 25th anniversary.
That's right. And they're looking comfortable out there, not too windy, so they're not having to fight. That's our friend Jeff Marks there. Jeff is one of the people who actually started the parade back here in Richmond. It had been on hiatus for a while. The city had actually gone about 13 years without a parade since the Tallheimers parade back in 1971 was the last one. That's Jeff and his wife Amy and their 2 kids, 13-year-old Andrew and 11-year-old Sarah. And without the Marks family, the parade wouldn't be what it is today.
Just want to thank Jeff and his family, his beautiful wife, and their kids for being here. All right, Greg McQuaid right now with our Grand Marshal, astronaut Leland Melvin.
Hey, Rob and Cheryl, I'll tell you what an honor it is interviewing the Grand Marshal of the parade, astronaut Leland Melvin. Great to see you.
It's great to be here on this chilly day in Richmond. I came from Houston, a little warmer, but it's great to see all these people and celebrate the holidays, and good to be home.
A little bit warmer than space, right?
A little bit.
Tell me, what is it like, U of R grad, University of Virginia grad, tell me what's it like to be the Grand Marshal of this wonderful event?
Well, it's a big honor. I mean, I'm very happy to be back home, and when I got the call and say, hey, would you be the Grand Marshal, I was just very ecstatic. I'm glad I could come because we're doing training now for my next flight in November, but it's just great to be home.
Tell me about this guy right here. Look at this guy in back of you.
Hey, well, hopefully these kids can see that they can do or be anything they put their mind to, and that's what I want to try to get the message out to the children, that we got to go a moon, Mars, and the future is all in their hands. So we have to inspire the next generation of explorers.
And tell me, what is it about a parade that you love so much?
Well, the parade is where people come out and celebrate the festivities of the season, and it's all about everyone being inclusive, and it's just a great time.
Well, Leland, you have a little Cadillac convertible waiting for you. Leland Melvin, astronaut Leland Melvin, come on over here. We'll get you back into the car and head on down Broad Street. Leland Melvin, everybody. All right, Rob and Shirley, want to send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Greg. Somebody said, I read an article about Leland Melvin. Somebody said in his jumpsuit he looks like a living action figure.
He does look a very athletic guy, as a matter of fact. Chosen by the Detroit Lions in the 11th round of the 1986 NFL College Draft, back when they had 12 rounds of drafting. He also participated in the Toronto Argonauts and Dallas Cowboys football training camp, so he is a very athletic guy and just a great guy. We're so proud that astronaut Leland Melvin could be our Grand Marshal this year.
And he's actually going to be doing some appearances in the city, talking to some kids this afternoon and passing on that message that anybody can dream and be whatever they want to do. And the kids are loving it. I mean, I've never seen an astronaut in person. That's pretty cool.
Speaking of weightlessness, this is one of the new balloons this year. This is Buzz the Astronaut, sponsored by Super Value. proud partner with UCrop Supermarkets, and they're our co-sponsor this year. This is a fantastic float, and he is humongous.
He is huge, just passing by us right now. Buzz, the helium-filled astronaut, is 50 feet tall and experiencing weightlessness with 6,000 cubic feet of helium. Buzz, you know, is named after Buzz Aldrin, who was from Texas, who walked on the moon back on July 20th, 1969.
I don't think this Buzz could fit in the space capsule. He's a little big.
No, back in the early days, you had to be between 64 and 70 inches tall to be an astronaut, because bigger than that, you didn't fit in the capsules.
Wow. Hey, this is what Stephanie Rochon wants underneath her Christmas tree this year. She wants a Segway. She's drooling to hopefully she's down the parade route. Hopefully she'll get a chance to ride on this. This is Segway of Richmond. They sell and rent these innovative Segway personal transporters. They're fun, smart, and I've been on a couple of them over at the Science Museum. They are a lot of fun.
And the neat thing is now you can take tours of downtown Richmond, the Landmark Tour, the Hollywood Cemetery, Churchill, on the Segway. So, you know, you can cover a lot more ground. You get to ride something really cool, and you get to see more of our city.
And Chad and Tony and Alex and all the guys, thank you so much for bringing your Segways down here.
Yeah, they've been zipping up and down the route all day long.
You know, they're not just for the road, too. They're fun for going down trails and Civil War battlefields, even your own neighborhood. So they're really a lot of fun.
Well, we've kind of got a space theme going here today.
Yeah.
Now we're going to a galaxy far, far away.
The Force is definitely with us.
The Force is with us. This is one of my favorite units in the parade. This is the 501st Legion, representing the bad guys from the Star Wars movies. They're worked by far with a lot of
these are the good guys. These
are the good guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. These are the Rebel. These are the Freedom Base. I'm sorry.
There you go.
This is the Rebel Legion from Star Wars, the good guys. They have over 1,700 members in 28 countries right now. I mean,
wow.
They like to dress up, and they make their own costumes. They're very true to what they have in the movies.
And right behind them, yep, they're the bad guys. They are the stormtroopers.
They are the bad guys. I was
Darth
looking
Vader.
behind my other shoulder. I didn't see the good guys.
Yep, there's the stormtroopers and the Sith Lord himself. This is the 501st Legion. They were founded by Albin Johnson in 1997. Just a small group of Star Wars fans and costuming enthusiasts, and they really got interested in the movies here. So the good guys and the bad guys, they got together, and they're really having a great fun. Over 4,000 members for this 501st, just existing to promote Star Wars to young and old alike.
I mean, it's still amazing to me. I mean, the first Star Wars movie came out in, 1977, and it's still so popular today. They're the Stormtroopers. I love them. And they all make their costumes, as I said, true to life, and they're not sponsored by Lucasfilms, but they're sanctioned by Lucasfilms.
And if you get an up-close look at them, they're made to appear just as screen accurate as possible to make it appear as if these characters stepped right out of the movie, and it looks like R2-D2 walked right off the screen there.
Yeah, they've even brought their droids with them.
Hey, they do a lot of great charitable work, too, so we really want to thank the 501st Legion.
And here's our first band of the day. This is the Henrico County Public Schools, Henrico County All-County Band with Hermitage High School and Tucker High School. Let's take a listen. Yeah, Hermitage and Tucker joining together today because the seniors are taking their SATs this morning. Well, we wish them luck with that. And you know, Henrico County's participated in the parade every year since it began, so it's a happy silver anniversary in the parade to them today, too.
A lot of hard work from Hermitage High School Band Director John Sarvey and Tucker High School Band Director Alan Hall. So great job getting these kids together, just practicing a couple of times before this.
They sound really good.
You hear that siren?
I do.
You know who that is? That's our new police chief here in Richmond. Chief Brian Norwood. He was sworn in as Richmond's 16th police chief November 3rd. Oversees 750 employees, just recently selected by Mayor Doug Wilder in October. It's supposed to be anyway. That looks like Sheriff C.T. Woody, doesn't it? Yep, that is. That's Sheriff C.T. Woody.
I think our Stephanie Rochon is with our police chief, if I'm not mistaken. Stephanie?
Robin Sherrill, I'm here with Richmond's newest city leader, Police Chief Brian Norwood. Chief, I get to officially welcome you to Richmond. Merry Christmas.
Very much. Merry Christmas to everyone in Richmond.
Tell us how you and your family like to spend the holidays.
Oh, we try to eat a little bit too much and enjoy each other's company.
Just like all of us. Well, have a Merry Christmas and welcome to Richmond. Richmond Police Chief Brian Norwood, Robin Sherrill.
One of his big things is community policing. There he is driving himself in the parade.
And right behind him,
hands-on.
very nice, right behind him, the Richmond Mounted Police Squad. This squad began in the 1870s. They've been in Richmond that long. Mounted officers here, they stopped using muskets back then, started using revolvers around that same time.
Yeah, they're one of the oldest mounted squads in the country.
I didn't know this, but some of these horses are former harness racers, all donated to the Richmond Police Department.
So they can chase you down if they need to.
They sure can. And they do all kinds of things, including speed traps, crowd control, and patrolling high crime areas. Yeah, these guys actually on horseback will point a radar gun at you and they'll chase you down if you're speeding through the streets of Richmond.
And this is one of the many horse units that we'll have here in the parade today. Everybody loves it. The kids love the horses. For some of them, this is the first and only time they see a horse up close and live and in person.
Oh, I talked to one of those guys the other day. They say those horses are spoiled rotten. They get apples and lots of grooming, and they're just a great bunch of guys, too. So thank you so much. The Richmond Mounted Police Squad. We heard from the Richmond Ambulance Authority just a moment ago. A paramedic on every ambulance here, and we're glad to have them in case there are any emergencies down here on the parade route.
And this is one of our first big floats in the parade. Very well done by the Richmond JCs, who were at one time a sponsor of the big Christmas parade here. They serve the community through a variety of programs here. They've got about 70 members. The Richmond chapter's been in effect since 1936. They are a group of networking organization for professionals who are ages 21 to 40. And they also have the Christmas tree lot that you see in town. It's up on Hermitage Road at Laburnum Avenue. So if you want to support community programs and get a great tree too, well, they've got one on the float here. Maybe we could get one here.
Absolutely. Some Fraser and balsam trees, 4 feet to 12 feet tall. This is the Richmond City float. Lead sponsor of the Richmond Christmas Parade for all these 25 years. Representing the city this year is the city's acting chief administrative officer, Chris Betchler. His lovely wife, Deb, and their son, Alex, and their daughters, Michaela and Rachel, with him.
And we are just getting underway here for the UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade. A lot more fun to come, so stay right here.
The 25th Annual UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6 is presented in part by McGeorge's Rolling Hills RV Supercenter.
Wow! I just filled my gas tank and I got 30 cents off per gallon with my UVC card.
Really? I saved $2 a gallon last time I filled up.
Is your card different from mine?
Same card. I just do all my shopping at UCrops. Paper towels, prescriptions, everything. You know, the more you shop, the more you save at your next fill-up.
Wow.
Gotta go. Got more shopping to do.
Fuel perks at UCrops. How much have you saved?
The 25th Annual UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6 is presented in part by the City of Richmond.
Hello, Virginia. My name's Kenny Dunn, and I'm with Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville. Today, while you're enjoying the parade, the Victory Nissan family wants to wish your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. While you're sitting there enjoying all the beautiful things that's going on, we're here preparing for you to come down after the parade. If I can't figure out a way to lower your payment today, I'm going to give you a $500 Walmart gift voucher. It's our year-end sales event, folks, the biggest event of the year, so don't miss out. Come see me, 6564 Mechanicsville Turnpike, and Merry Christmas.
Someone's been checking his list, so make sure he knows you want an Allen fur. During Allen Fur's holiday sale, our beautiful furs are 30 to 50% off. And as always, alterations and monograms are included. Enjoy the holidays in a warm, wonderful mink, a sheared beaver jacket, or even a reversible fur. Take advantage of the sale on our designer collection from around the world, featuring the latest in knitted and sheared furs. The Allen Fur's holiday sale, 30 to 50% off all furs.
What is your favorite parade memory?
It was pretty exciting, you know, a little nervous. You know, you get to stand there and watch them blow it all up. You know, it's one thing to see it on TV, but when you're standing there and you see how big it is, you're like, I got to handle that.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 25th anniversary of the U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade. This is the Richmond All-City Band.
You've got all these girls, tiny little outfits in this cold weather, but they're heating it up out there. They are working it for the crowd.
6 of the Richmond Public Schools high school band students and directors here, all getting together. And from what I read here, they practiced together just twice.
And they sound great.
They sound fantastic. Armstrong, George Wythe, John Marshall, Thomas Jefferson, Huguenot, Richmond Community, and Franklin Military.
One of the bigger marching bands that we're going to have here today with us. And again, as we mentioned, the 6 city schools getting together to put together this wonderful performance today, bringing all of their people together with just a couple of practices and doing it with precision. That shows you what consummate musicians and performers and professionals that they are.
Congratulations to all of them and all the band directors as well. They look fantastic. All right, talk about a guy with a big heart and a little bitty brain. And unfortunately, always on the receiving end of some of Garfield's mischief. Here comes Odie.
Sponsored by Owens & Minor, this big balloon requires 20 handlers.
Wow.
I know Odie and Garfield are good friends, if not adversaries, but Odie was kind of left behind and took over Garfield's space.
I'll never forget when Garfield first introduced Odie, his reaction was, what did I do to deserve this?
Well, he deserves to be in the parade, and we're going to see Garfield a little bit later on as well. But Odie is one of the big balloons here that the kids love, and he is just making his way down Broad Street. And again, as we mentioned, 2.5 miles down the route. So if you are at home watching this right now and want to come down and see the fun, just head to downtown Richmond.
I don't know if our buddy Hugh Goldthorpe is in that car or not, but this is the Owens & Minor Antique 1940 Packard Model 1801, the largest Packard of its day.
Here comes Hugh.
There he is.
He's walking up behind there.
What a wonderful guy. Head cheerleader, Senior Vice President, Quality and Communications there at Owens & Minor. Just a wonderfully gifted motivational speaker, does so much for the community, and we just love Owens & Minor's participation. One of Richmond's oldest companies.
Absolutely, and bringing a lot of their people with them, which is absolutely fabulous.
There's our buddy Hugh.
Here's Hugh.
Always looking dapper in his top hat and bow tie.
One of the things I know about Hugh is that he absolutely loves giraffes, and he does a lot. He loves giraffes, and he does a lot of things in the community with his giraffe drawings that he does.
Well, from giraffes to other kinds of animals, this is the Richmond Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, sponsored by Owens & Minor.
It's Christmas time in the city is the float for them. The volunteers are going to be walking the SPCA dogs that are actually available for adoption. So if you see a pet that you like there, you can head on down to SPCA and get that dog.
Yeah, they save the lives of about 3,000 orphan pets each year. They care for approximately 350 animals a day.
And let's check in with our Greg McQuaid, who is down in the crowd. Look at that cute dog. How could you not adopt that?
Tracy? Who's this?
Greg?
Who's Greg?
Hey, Greg, are you there?
Oh, hey, Rob and Cheryl, and I'll tell you right now, we are amongst the crowd right here at the beginning of the parade route. This is Tracy and Braden. You having a good time, Tracy?
We're having the best time ever.
I'll tell you, at the front row seat down here. Look at this. Here's Martika and all her friends. Martika, how are you enjoying this?
Yes, I miss.
Are you?
Yeah.
What do you like so far?
Well, I see that much so far.
Okay. There's a lot to stick around for. How about you folks? You enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am.
You guys got the front row seat, huh?
Loving it, loving it.
Oh, yeah. How about you?
I love it, man. I love
Big
it.
parade going right here, that's for sure. Look at this. Come on, Paul, over here. Look at this little seat that they have over here. Hi, folks. Look at, is this Mrs. I think I just got Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus, great to see you.
Hi.
Have you been a good one?
No.
No, all right. Merry Christmas. I'll tell you, this has been a great time. As you said, Cheryl and Rob, this is a wonderful, wonderful time down here. I want to send it back to you.
All right, thank you. We're getting some shots of the Florettes Majorettes who join us every year. They were formed over 51 years ago. Their 40 members are led by Flo Malik, a teacher with the National Baton Twirling Association. Marlana Cirillo, Flo's granddaughter, is the featured twirler. She's been twirling since she was 4 years old.
Wow. Yeah, they train their members especially just for parades. High school majorettes, twirling teams, competitive solos. They got locations in Hanover, Henrico, and Chesterfield County. I have tried to twirl those balloons. Batons. I'll have to admit, I come away with a black eye.
I used to be able to do it when I was about that size, but I can't do it anymore. But they're handling them very well in this cold weather. I mean, they don't have their gloves on, and that cold metal on the baton has got to be a little bit difficult.
I didn't think about that. They're doing that without gloves, too. Wow. Hey, Macy's is here, America's department store, and this is the Macy's float.
They know a little something about a parade, don't they?
Just a little bit. 35 members in the parade today from Macy's. Of course, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the #2 most watched TV show during the year. #1 is the Super Bowl.
Oh, I thought it was this parade.
Yeah. Macy's Partners in Time Employee Volunteer Program has won the 2005 Points of Light Award for Excellence for Employee Workplace Volunteerism, and they really do a lot for the community, giving back, and we appreciate Macy's. It's a beautiful float.
They've got the snow globe.
Big snow globe there.
And some of the people who work at Macy's
Hi,
on
guys.
the float.
Lots of big smiles in this cold weather.
It's nice to have Macy's in town. They just came to Richmond, just a couple of years ago?
Yeah. They say they're the favorite destination for affordable luxury. The Macy's.
Since 1989, their partners have given back over almost 2 million volunteer hours. So they're heavily involved in the community as well.
Hey, it's not quite the big guy himself, but it is the big guy and his wife, Balloon. Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus head ornaments, sponsored by James River Transportation. They began the operation here in Richmond in 1928 with just a few motor coaches, and now they travel all over the place.
I love watching the balloon handlers because they have some choreography worked out here, and they can make the balloons turn, and they don't get the ropes tangled or anything.
They're pretty good.
They are pretty good.
You know, by the way, in Africa, St. Nicholas comes from the jungle to give children gifts, and Hawaii travels by boat.
When I was in the Bahamas, Santa came up on a golf cart wearing shorts.
Yeah.
It works for me.
Stephanie Rochon wishes he'd come up on a Segway. Steph is down there in the crowd.
Rob and Cheryl, how do you wrangle a Santa and Mrs. Claus balloon? Well, we're going to find out from Stephen Story, one of the balloon wranglers this morning. Stephen, I've been watching some of the balloon handlers bring the balloons underneath the traffic lights. That really takes teamwork.
It is fun. It's a great thing. Our employees are out here doing this for us. And if you notice that we get the Santas, Mr. and Mrs. to kiss, that's our fun thing. In fact, watch them over here. They're kissing right now, and this is just a great time for our employees to come out here, enjoy the parade. Great weather, great winter weather for us, right?
Absolutely, and not a lot of wind.
No, not at all. Perfect for balloons.
Merry Christmas to you. Rob and Cheryl, it's been a lot of fun. I'm about to hop on the CBS 6 trolley that's on its way down here and ride down the rest of the parade route. So Merry Christmas to the both of you.
Thank you,
Merry
Stephanie.
Christmas to you. Yeah, you know, Stephanie was a little worried. She only has 19 days to convince Santa that she is nice and not naughty. So, yeah, she's a little worried about that. Hey, that great sound that you're hearing behind me, that is the VMI Pipe Band, sponsored by the VMI Alumni Association. Let's give a listen. Captain Bert Mitchell. Just wonderful guys.
I love the tartans. They were designed by Cadet Donnie Hazeltine and Donald Fraser of Scotland.
Huh.
The primary colors are the school colors of red, yellow, and white, along with the blue-gray of the cadet uniform.
All right, here is the float in the parade today from the county of Henrico. Of course, it borders Richmond on our west, the north and east, between the James River and the Chickahominy Rivers.
It's one of the oldest political subdivisions in Virginia, constituting a third of Richmond's metropolitan area. It, of course, was the scene of the second settlement in the colony, established in 1634.
It's a nice float there.
It is. These are the cadets from Franklin Military Academy, the first and only publicly funded military academy here in the United States. The Corps is comprised of students from all across the city of Richmond.
They serve as the honor and color guard for a number of officials ranging from the mayor of Richmond to members of the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate. This is the school that opened in 1980. The J-Rots, as they call themselves. They had programs at the school run by retired military personnel.
They're addressing the crowd right now. And in the school, all the cadets are required to wear the designated military uniforms, to conform to military grooming standards, and to follow military protocol at all times. And their motto is, "I am somebody."
Some very disciplined young men and women. They look great.
A lot of them end up serving our country in the military.
They'll march like that, in step, all the way down to 7th Street on Broad Street.
2.5 miles today. I hope those are comfortable shoes.
All right, coming up next, this time of year, we always think about, our kids, but sometimes we forget about the elderly. And this group, Meals on Wheels, they deliver so many good things to the elderly who can't get out on their own. Thank you so much, you holiday angels.
There's our pal Bill Bevins, Shelley Perkins, walking with Meals on Wheels with all the packages wrapped for the holidays. It's a great program. A lot of people think it is just for the elderly, but if you're shut in or if you're homebound, if you're homebound in any way, they will deliver food to you. And they also have a service now where they can bring pet food for you. They also supply fans in the summer, microwave ovens, and all kinds of nutritional supplements for people. It really is a great project.
I know they're busy. They got a 2,200 square mile area throughout this area just to help people. We thank them. All right, time now for our Christmas mothers. And the Christmas Mother program is sponsored by the Richmond Times-Dispatch, at least the Richmond Christmas Mother. She's writing in the 2008 Richmond Christmas Mother. This is Charlotte M. Miner. One time the co-owner and director of the Reynolds Miner Gallery, wife of G. Gil Miner III, chairman of the Owens and Miner Board of Directors. Money raised the first year of the program helped about 4,000 local families and individuals. This year we celebrate our 74th Christmas Mother.
Definitely not convertible weather today, but we like to see them. And behind her is our Henrico Christmas Mother, Karen Moore. The program in the county is in its 67th year of Neighbors Helping Neighbors. The program helps approximately 5,000 low-income families and seniors and disabled and those who have emergency needs at Christmas time in particular. Over 90% of the funds raised goes directly to program recipients in the form of things like new books, toys, clothes, and food.
And I believe right behind her is our Chesterfield Colonial Heights Christmas Mother, Carolyn Thompson, the first Colonial Heights resident to be chosen as Christmas Mother.
Now, my favorites, the Shaolin Dragon School of Kung Fu. Look at them go. These students range in age from 3 to 54. Never too old to be a Shaolin dragon. The school...
I'm 43. I couldn't do that.
Maybe you can get down there with them. The school not only gives them the discipline of this martial art, but they offer an after-school tutoring program. They get homework assistance, career development, mentorship. They get healthy lunches and snacks.
Man,
and they get to be in a parade.
And some of them are some little guys. Look at that. Ranging age from 3 to 54. That is crazy.
And that bell means some of our coworkers are headed down this way.
That's right. This is our CBS 6 trolley. Electric Street Railway Industry was born in Richmond in 1888. The newfangled contraptions gradually drove the more leisurely animal-drawn vehicles right off the streets. Back then, the fare was just 5 cents each.
And those are our buddies on there, John Burkett, Raymond Hawks, Sam Brock, Lane Casadante with his son, Kelly O'Hara and John Burkett walking in front of the float, as well as Rick Young.
Julie Bragg. Hey, guys.
It's Lane and his son Connor on board.
All right, stay with us. Horses march down Broad Street with the Black Gum Saddle Club. We got Fortune the Panda Balloon, Virginia Clown Alley number 3, and a whole lot more when the U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade continues. Don't go away.
Merry Christmas. See ya.
What is your favorite parade memory?
They're happy, they're excited, and so that gets you in the spirit. You have to have a good sense of humor and want to do it to enjoy it.
Hello, Central Virginia. From Victory Nissan and Mechanicsville's family to yours, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We know you're watching Parade right now. What a beautiful sight, folks. After the parade, come on down. We're open till 9 o'clock tonight. Victory Nissan and Mechanicsville. If we can't lower your payments today, I promise you a $500 Walmart gift voucher. So come check us out. We're here for you. 6564 Mechanicsville Turnpike. This is the season of giving, and Victory Nissan and Mechanicsville is giving back to you.
What is your favorite parade memory?
Balloons and the excitement and the floats that people look forward to, and it's a family affair.
What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be
Cake time.
Yeah, I got it at DQ.
Oh, hey, I'll take it in.
It's okay, honey. I got it.
Come on, baby, just let me help you out.
Well, you can grab the forks.
Give me the cake.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. Baby.
Look what I have.
I got the forks.
Yay! Get the cake, get the glory. Dairy Queen holiday cakes. Vanilla, fudge crunch, and chocolate.
What is your favorite parade memory?
My favorite parade event would have to be the marching band and Santa, because everyone loves Santa. It's just fun going out there as a kid. I went out there a lot with my dad, because my little sister, she never wanted to go.
Welcome back to the 2008 U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6.
Welcome back. Happy holidays. I'm Cheryl Miller along with Rob Cardwell. We are enjoying the fabulous 25th annual U-Crop's Super Value Christmas Parade. Bigger and better than ever. 99 units this year. We've got lots of floats, lots of balloons, lots of marching bands, including the Petersburg High School Marching Band. This is their 23rd out of 25 years participating in the parade. They were in the governor's inaugural parade. They have 75 members. They've won lots of awards, first and second place. They've got wind, percussion, dancers, flags, and majorettes. They are the real deal here.
Let's give them a listen.
This band usually has a busy day. They usually do this parade and then head down to the Tri-Cities and do the Christmas parade down there too on the same day.
Boy, they are going to be busy. Right behind them, the Petersburg High School JROTC.
The Crimson Wave.
Yep. The Crimson Wave JROTC Battalion under the leadership of Major Roosevelt Charles and Command Sergeant Major Johnny Font. They recently hosted JROTC drill team competitions down at Fort Lee Army Base. JROTC cadets providing all kinds of community support through use of the color guard and cadet participation in local events. They've got 25 members.
They've also traveled a bit. They've gone to Georgia and Florida to compete.
Well, yeehaw, here's the Black Gum Saddle Club based in Charles City. They made the trip all the way up here just to be in the parade like they do just about every year. They're made up of riders in the surrounding areas. Some beautiful horses. They take great care of them, and each rider owns, trains, and takes care of his own horse. Most of these horses, beautiful Tennessee walking horses. You can see how they get their name with those high steps in the front. They're used for trail riding, showing, and parades.
Yeah, they were originally bred as a utility horse. This breed is ideal for riders, they say, of all ages and levels of experience. They're beautiful horses, and they're calm, they're docile. They're known as the world's greatest show, trail, and pleasure horse.
They put in a lot of time, Cheryl. You know, this is a non-profit group that usually just do this to promote horsemanship and sportsmanship, and they do a fantastic job, and they really have those horses trained well.
As you mentioned, they do the parade with us every year, so the horses have been with us, the riders have been with us, and the crowd just loves them.
Hey, look at this clown.
You can be okay saying that in this case.
These are our good friends, the ACA Shrine Center. ACA Shrine and all the shrine centers throughout the United States and Canada, supporting about 22 hospitals, helping kids all over the country, and even right here in the Richmond area. They take children up to the age of 18 with orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, all kinds of problems. They take them in for admission and receive all care in a family-centered environment at no charge.
You know, there are over 2,000 Shriners in the Richmond area, and there are about 25 with us in the parade today, but they have several units here with us. These are the ACA Clowns. They entertain children and adults in parades and other activities.
And right behind them is the mini cars. They're just a fun group of adults. They entertain children in parades and activities all the time. This little ACA mini patrol formed back, like you said, 1971. Members out in the little cars because they just share a love for children. Their motto is many cars run so legs can walk.
And I bet they're glad gas prices have come down. I don't know, what do you fill that up with, like a little dropper?
Hey, forget the Segway. I think I want one of those under my Christmas tree this year.
I think kids of all ages love the ACA Shriner mini cars. They practice on a regular basis so that they can get these precision moves down pat. They have a lot of these cars, actually. They have many more than the few that you see here in the parade, and I think it's like a couple times a month we'll get together and practice their drills so that they can do parades, the many parades that they do.
There are so many children that depend on ACA for all kinds of medical procedures, and these guys are doing it for the kids. Just for the kids, every year.
And again, as you mentioned, the services to all the children, no matter what, are always free.
You know, they'd probably give Jimmy Johnson a run for his money out there at RIR.
They're looking good there. We've got another one of our big balloons. I don't remember seeing this one before. This is Fortune the Panda. So maybe we can make a wish on this. This is sponsored by Flowers Baking Company of Lynchburg. They, of course, make the wonderful Sunbeam and Nature's Own products. I was just watching a special on PBS the other day about giant pandas in China and how they're bred and how they're born. They're so tiny when they're born, and they grow so quickly. They weigh only 2 ounces at birth, but they can weigh up to 300 pounds when they're grown.
Wow, and they just eat bamboo, right?
They just eat bamboo. That's all they eat. We got a lot of bamboo out at Maymont. Maybe they can stop this panda. They eat about 40 pounds of food every day.
Good golly. You know, I do too, but...
Do you weigh 300 pounds?
But not just bamboo. This time of year it's Christmas cookies and all kinds of cakes. I love it. Yeah, Fortune the Panda. This is sponsored by Flowers Baking Company. Flowers Baking Company in Lynchburg. They make Sunbeam, all kinds of. I love those
And we see
Sunbeam
him do
hamburger
that
buns.
low fly. This is the Aka Oriental Band. They kind of got separated from their unit there. They were formed in 1957. Usually he doesn't have a shirt on. I think it's a little too cold for that today. The Aka Oriental Band drummer is Vince Bobrowski, and the Aka Oriental Band president is Richard Nolan Stanley.
Look at it. He's playing up to the crowd, isn't he? He better stay away from that balloon.
The crowd loves it. The Panda's making its way under the streetlights. They have to do that quite a bit as they make their way down the 2.5-mile route from DMV all the way to 7th and Marshall Streets. Because of the low wires and the streetlights, the balloon handlers do have a little bit of work there. It's not as easy as you might think. You don't just hold on. You got to do some maneuvering as well.
Total of how many balloons in the parade this year?
I think we've got 13.
Do we say 13?
13 big balloons.
Wow, that's a lot of helium this year, huh?
Is that what we call hot air? Is helium a hot air?
But you're right. They do a really good job. As you can see right there, they're doing a little procedure there where they were spinning around. Good stuff. All right, we're going to continue on here with the parade. I believe this is the Marching Elites, the nonprofit volunteer run. No, this is not the Marching Elites. They're coming. This is VMI? Okay, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, this is... Oh, this is further down. Okay, I'm being told by one of our producers. This is VMI, a little bit further on down Broad Street. We start here at the DMV, and this goes all the way down to 7th Street. This is the VMI marchers down there, and they're doing a pretty good job just keeping the parade moving right along.
Yeah, one of the nice things is we do have some cameras a little bit farther down the parade route, so as they pass us, we'll actually see them a little bit later on. They can catch them with that camera down there as well. And as we mentioned, if you go downtown, the parade hasn't gotten down there yet, so if you really wanted to watch the parade live, you still have time to get down there and do that.
Is it just me, or is there a panda flying over my head?
There is a panda flying behind your head there. Those things are huge, aren't they? Hi.
Hi, guys. Yeah, you don't really get a sense of how big they are on TV, but boy, when they're flying right next to you, they are huge.
And as we mentioned, there are over 500 volunteers working the parade today, keeping a handle on the balloons, marching with the units, taking care of everybody in the crowd, doing a great job.
All right, now we are back on track. This is the Marching Elites, a nonprofit volunteer-run discipline-based drill team. They travel all over the country and all the way up into Canada as well. They performed at the Indy 500, Disney World, the Lexington, Kentucky 4th of July parade, a grand stage of the Apollo Theater in New York, and also for the Governor of Virginia. 140 members in this organization of the Marching Elites.
It's nice to see so many young people involved in these groups and coming out and doing parades like this and being able to learn about being sure of yourself and about performing and about entertaining the crowd and about discipline.
Look at him go. Nice. They learn discipline themselves. They also help out in the community. The Marching Elites, as we said, 140 members in this organization here.
This is Red Crooked Sky, sponsored by Dominion Auto Group. This is considered the premier American Indian performance artist organization here in Virginia. In 2007, selected by the Tourism Corporation to promote the Commonwealth's American Indian component across the country and Canada for the Jamestown 400th anniversary celebration. Red Crooked Sky is a generational and includes children, teens, mothers, fathers, even grandparents. And over the last 6 years, they've performed at over 80 venues here in the United States and Canada. They do traditional and contemporary dance. They've also worked in movie productions. They've done some artworks and a variety of media publications as well.
It's very colorful. A lot of these costumes are handmade.
Traditional dress.
Mm-hmm. Traditional dance. And again, they are sponsored by Dominion Auto Group.
And giving the crowd here a chance to see some of Virginia's original residents.
All right, this is a float. This is U-Turn Sports Performance Academy. They provide superior athletic training and sound biblical guidance to youth ages 6 to 18 years old here in the greater Richmond area. Their goal is to assist youth in developing their mind, body, and spirit.
They offer training in basketball and football, soccer, tennis, volleyball, basketball, conditioning, and adult fitness. Their leaders are Paul Manning, who is the founder of U-Turn, Tom Tuning, who's the chairman of the board, Avi Hopkins, who's director of operations, and Herb Delaney, who is director of community relations for U-Turn Sports Performance Academy.
As you were saying, this is just a great showcase of all the great organizations here in our area that help youth. So if you're a parent out there and you have a child that you're wanting to get involved, take some of the advice that we've been giving you today and check out one of these groups. Here's the King William High School Marching Cavalier Band. Let's give them a listen.
They are looking good in their brand new uniforms they got this year. 72 members in the unit. The King William High School Marching Cavalier Band. They've traveled extensively across the country in Canada and the Bahamas. They also have their JROTC with them, the Air Force JROTC, 41 members. They love to drill. They've won a lot of awards. This team is part of a high school with the highest on-time graduation rate here in the Richmond area.
Also, right behind them, the Eastern Virginia Bank Shares, a community banking since 1910. They're marching today in the parade. They're proud sponsors of the Fetch a Cure Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to raising canine cancer awareness. Want to thank them for being in the parade. This parade unit consists of a team of about 9 people from both EVB and Fetch. They're dedicated to make a difference in the community, and we want to thank them for joining the parade this year. Eastern Virginia Bank Shares.
Nice to see so many puppies in the parade today.
Merry Christmas to you. Oh my gosh, look out.
Spiders.
That is a big spider. Of course, this is the University of Richmond Spider Tunnel. They use this at the Robbins Center for athletes to enter the arena. By the way, Richmond, the only school in the country with a spider as their mascot. Today is a big day for the school. Number 7 Richmond takes on number 2 Appalachian State today at noon down in Boone, North Carolina. Got a spot in the FCS semifinals on the line. It's a rematch of the last semifinal. Mountaineers won. They're hoping to change that. So we want to wish Coach London and his team the very best today.
And riding on the UR float today is UR staff, family, and friends, and that big, big spider.
School founded back in 1830, private, highly selective institution, 3,400 full-time students in the liberal arts, business leadership studies, and law programs, 350 acres, beautiful campus. If you've ever gotten a chance, I've been lucky enough to do some fundraisers out there. Just a beautiful, beautiful campus.
Okay, more clowns. We love the clowns. This is Virginia Alley number 3, Clowns of Virginia. They were founded back in 1969. They are the oldest active clown alley in Clowns of America International, Inc. They do parades, they visit hospitals, they do birthday parties, fundraising events for charitable organizations for children. They actually help provide wheelchairs for children and help families at Thanksgiving and Christmas this year.
Hey, Scooby-Doo, where are you? You're right here in the parade. This is the King's Dominion float. They're going to debut 2 new family rides when the park opens for the 2009 season. I'm real excited about this, Cheryl. They're going to have something that they're calling Americana. It's a giant 110-foot Ferris wheel.
First Ferris wheel ever at the park.
I am excited about that, and also something they're calling the El Dorado, a high-in-the-sky swinging pendulum ride. So some things to look forward to when it warms up and King's Dominion opens this year. There's old Scooby-Doo. We love Scooby-Doo, don't we?
Oh, look at that. That is so cute.
Now that's a beautiful present. All right, the kids out here loving Scooby-Doo and the King Dominion float. We sure do appreciate them being out here today.
This is the Prince George High School Royal Battalion, the Army Junior ROTC unit near Fort Lee. The battalion has many extracurricular programs such as their drill team, their Raider Scout platoon, and even an air rifle team. The battalion is the longest unit in the area. They started back in 1984. Their leaders are Lieutenant Colonel Jordan Minter, Cadet Major Denisha Williams, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Aaron Skinner.
And just a great group of disciplined kids. Approximately half of these cadets, as you said, tied to the Fort Lee military community. So they do a lot for the community in and around Fort Lee, Colonial Heights, Dinwiddie County, Prince George, the Prince George High School Royal Battalion.
Another big balloon. You could put this one on your tree, but you need a pretty big tree for it. This is the holiday ornament balloon sponsored by Wynn Transportation. Wynn, of course, it has the trolleys around town right now. GRTC actually first brought the trolleys to town in 1888 rather, and kept them until 1949. Then they brought them back in the early 80s, and then Wynn bought them in 2001. CBS 6's team here in the parade was riding on a Wynn trolley today.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, don't go away. The U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade continues. We're going to have the Latin Ballet dancing down Broad Street and the Bob the Builder balloon coming up.
The 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6 is presented in part by McGeorge's Rolling Hills RV Super Center.
Hello, Virginia. It's Kenny Dunn right here for Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville. Our family wants to wish your family happy holidays while you're sitting there enjoying the parade today. We want to let you know that we're here preparing for you to come down after the parade. We've got up to $500 in gift vouchers for you from Walmart if I can't figure out a way to lower your monthly payment, folks. That's right. Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville wants to wish your family a happy holidays and a great season. Have a good day.
What is your favorite parade memory?
The best part of this year's parade that I will have 6 grandchildren ages 4 and under out at the parade this year. And they will be just smiling and smiling as they see those balloons.
Now save up to 70% store-wide during the final sale at H. Lowenstein & Son in downtown Richmond. Just in time for holiday giving, take advantage of the going out of business prices now being offered. Save up to 70% on jewelry gifts for all your loved ones and something for yourself during the going out of business sale at H. Lowenstein & Son. Don't miss the largest sale in our entire history. Prices have been reduced even further. Save up to 70% now at H. Lowenstein & Son at the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Richmond.
Cake time.
Yeah, I got it at DQ.
Oh, hey, I'll take it in.
It's okay, honey. I got it.
Come on, baby, just let me help you out.
Well, you can grab the forks.
Give me the cake.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. Baby.
Look what I have.
I got the forks.
Yay! Get the cake, get the glory. Dairy Queen holiday cakes. Vanilla, fudge crunch, and chocolate.
What is your favorite parade memory?
The year that my son was in it with me, and to see his face light up and see him holding the rope and turning the balloon as we went down the Broad Street area.
Welcome back. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you, folks. Welcome back to the U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade. Rob Cardwell along with Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to continue with the parade now. This is the Thomas Dale High School JROTC, the Knights JROTC program. 7th year of the program down at Thomas Dale. At least 175 students have been enrolled in this program every year. Graduates attend the U.S. Military Academy, the U.S. Naval Academy, the Virginia Military Institute. Other members go on to the reserves and into the armed forces. So thank them for being here, the Thomas Dale High School JROTC.
And now we've got some wonderful dancers from the Jessica Morgan School of Dance. 67 performers from 2 of their studio locations. The award-winning groups returned from New York this summer with many platinum trophies and over $5,000 in awards. There are 8 groups are represented called the Mini, the Junior, Intermediate, and the Senior members, the Gems, and the Dance Force.
Look at those smiles. Such a cold morning, and they are really enjoying themselves
That
out
keeps
here.
you warmer when you do that, you know.
I'm telling you. Maybe we should get up and dance around like that.
Absolutely. Jessica Morgan is the founder of the Virginia Dance Festival, celebrating its 10th year. It's coming up on January 31st of 2009, the new year, at James River High School. And the Dance Festival benefits Children's Hospital. They've raised over $100,000 for the hospital.
Their second year in the parade here, huh? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Jessica Morgan School of Dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Working the choreography with the crowd there. Big smiles on their faces. And now this is Doc's Posse Horseback Riding Club. Established in 1997, it's a social club formed by individuals who loved horses and wanted to do something for the community. They're involved with a lot of charities, including St. Jude's Hospital and Mary Lambert's House for Special Needs Children. It's their second year in the UCROP's Christmas Parade. Their president is Michael Wilkerson, and their vice president is John Jones. They have lots of trophies, over 30 parades they've been in the past several years.
Yeah, they've been busy, haven't they?
They have.
Beautiful horses.
And a beautiful wagon they're pulling there.
Hi, guys.
Again, that's Doc's Posse Horseback Riding Club.
They are decked out, aren't they, with the jingle bells and everything?
It sounds like the holiday when they pass by.
All right, this is the Duke's Mayonnaise Soapbox Derby float. The Soapbox Derby open for boys and girls ages 8 to 17. This year's race, by the way, going to be held at Richmond International Raceway on Saturday, May 30th, 2009. The winners will travel on to Akron, Ohio in late July to race in the 72nd All-American Soapbox Derby. All these racers build these cars from kits. They're gravity racers. They don't have any motors or anything. They just put them on a hill and they take off. They got steering and braking.
This is the Lakeside Volunteer Rescue Squad unit. They celebrate 50 years of serving the community this year. In 1958, they got together and they served the community since then. Currently, they have doctors, engineers, firemen, police officers, nurses, housewives, students, retirees, and many other professionals who are working with them, and they're always still looking for more volunteers.
All right behind them, this is the L.C. Byrd High School Skyhawk Marching Band, 150 members, 12-time Commonwealth of Virginia Honor Band, and they recently received a superior rating at this year's VBODA State Marching Band Festival, the Skyhawk Band. They're going to be going for their 20th straight superior in a row at the State Concert Band Festival this coming March. Drum majors Caitlin C. and Brittany Bullock. Here they come. Let's listen.
Marching band is the float from Franco's Fine Clothiers, our friends Ruth and Franco Ambrogi. It's been a family-owned business serving community for 37 years now. They're having a big sale, I understand. They are phasing out the women's clothing there, and so they're having a big sale.
I know where you're going after this holiday parade.
Probably so. But they pride themselves on making shopping a pleasurable experience and keeping their customers happy. And there's nothing better than going there seeing Franco or Ruth, and they just make you smile.
All right, these are the great folks from the Massey Cancer Center. challenged the Richmond community this year to help put cancer on the run in 2009 by joining the Massey fundraising challenge for the upcoming UCROPS Monument Avenue 10K, which we are proud to be a sponsor of as well. Only National Cancer Institute designated center here in Virginia. In 2008, the center celebrated the 25th anniversary of the naming Massey Cancer Center. Annually, they treat about 5,000 new patients, 11,500 patients from across Virginia, treating more than 50 types of cancer. Massey Cancer Center.
Behind them, some of the most beautiful dancers here in the city, the Latin Ballet of Virginia. In January, they put on a wonderful performance called The Legend of the Poinsettia, and it is one of the most beautiful programs that you can see. It tells a Hispanic story of Christmas and how it came to be. That performance is coming up on January 9th through 11th. They perform, they have classes, they do the Zumba classes, they have all kinds of classes throughout the area.
What kind of class?
Zumba.
Zumba.
It's an exercise class. It incorporates Latin music and dance steps with high energy music. The Ballet of Virginia, the Latin Ballet, performs throughout the Mid-Atlantic region as well as in Central and South America, San Francisco, and New York. It was started by my friend, a South American native, Ana Inez King.
They currently have a production coming up. They're working with Theater 4 and the Barksdale Theater, so be on the lookout for that. All right, here's the Richmond Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity. Hi, guys.
Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity started January 1911 on the campus of Indiana University. They've started a guide write program back in 1915, which works with local youth males to strengthen their academic skills and social skills and provide a lot of community service here in the city.
Okay, behind them, as you heard, those young ladies yelling their hearts out, the Fame All-Stars. They are located in Midlothian and Virginia Beach, 15th best program in the USA by American Cheerleader magazine. There they are. This year they raised over $16,000 for the American Cancer Society. Congratulations, girls. Keep up the good work. All right, one of your favorites, Falun Gong. Did I say it correctly?
That's right. They have a demonstration of peace on their float. In beautiful traditional Chinese costumes, the peaceful performance accompanied by joyful and harmonious music. I am feeling more centered as we speak.
The practice consists of 4 gentle exercises and meditation, living by the higher principles and the study of its teaching.
And you must have a Chinese dragon.
Very nice. I like that the harmony. Is that what you said? The peace and harmony?
The peace and harmony.
It's nice. Beautiful traditional Chinese costumes. Just very graceful. Falun Gong, huh?
Yeah, they have the 4 gentle exercises and meditations. They live by higher principles and the study of its teachings.
Well, we thank them for being here. They've been here in many holiday parades in Northern Virginia, Virginia Beach the past 5 years. They've won awards of various kinds, Falun Gong.
Now, this is the Minnie Harris Cancer Support Foundation float, sponsored by Aflac Insurance. This is a newly approved cancer Christian organization, and their purpose is to bring cancer victims together with other cancer families. Their aim is to help local churches in the Tri-Cities area. Now, this is a beautiful purple float. The unit won first place for best float in the Charles City County at their Christmas parade in 06 and 07.
It is pretty.
It's just definitely a different color for this time of year. It just sets it right off.
It's small, but it sure does pop, huh? Their purpose to bring cancer victims together with other cancer families. We want to thank them for their participation. The Minnie Harris Cancer Support Foundation. Hey, look
there
at that.
He is, Bob the Builder. He made his U.S. television debut on Nick Jr. in January of 2001 with record-breaking ratings. This big balloon is sponsored by Arnold Bakers.
Phenomenal international success. Broadcast in 100 countries, as you said. My son dressed up as Bob the Builder for Christmas one year.
Maybe you could do a little work around the house. Bob is pretty big. That hammer looks to be probably about 10 feet.
And they're sponsored by Arnold Bakers, by the way, one of America's trusted bakers for over 65 years. All right, here's the Richmond Outreach Center. One of their offices on Chamberlain Avenue, 5th fastest growing church in America, The Rock as they're called. They have over 130 ministries.
with Senior Pastor Geronimo Aguilar, their youth pastor Ronnie Ortiz, and In for Life, Jake Holmes and Mikkel Williams. They run on peer counseling, a program at George Wythe School called Violence Free Zone. The church.
Viva la Jesus, as they say.
Yes. And another trolley carrying the Alegba Folklore Society. This sponsored by Venture Richmond. Venture Richmond, of course, promoting and enhancing the vitality of downtown Richmond. They put on a lot of events, including Easter on Parade, Friday Cheers, the 2nd Street Festival, and the Richmond Folk Festival, which was such a huge hit this year. The Alegba Folklore Society is a year-round African and African-American cultural organization. They have the big Capital City Kwanzaa Festival coming up on December 27th that they invite the entire community to come and enjoy.
A great thing to learn about the culture, and the food is fantastic, and I love it.
And our friend Janine Bell on board there.
All right, coming up behind them, this is the Virginia State University's Trojan Explosion Marching Band, sponsored by Dominion Virginia Power. It's going to be the 6th-time performer at the Honda Battle of the Bands this year, performed at the Washington, D.C. Battle of the Bands. They're good. Let's take a listen.
U-Crops Super Value 25th Annual Christmas Parade, so stay right here.
The 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6 is presented in part by Allen Furs.
Hello, Virginia. My name's Kenny Dunn, and I'm with Victory Nissan of Mechanicsville. Today, while you're enjoying the parade, the Victory Nissan family wants to wish your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. While you're sitting there enjoying all the beautiful things that's going on, we're here preparing for you to come down after the parade. If I can't figure out a way to lower your payment today, I'm going to give you a $500 Walmart gift voucher. It's our year-end sales event, folks, the biggest event of the year, so don't miss out. Come see me, 6564 Mechanicsville Turnpike, and Merry Christmas.
I hope you're enjoying the 25th Annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade, and I invite you to come downtown this holiday season to experience a city Christmas.
Someone's been checking his list, so make sure he knows you want an Allen fur. During Allen Fur's holiday sale, our beautiful furs are 30 to 50% off. And as always, alterations and monograms are included. Enjoy the holidays in a warm, wonderful mink, a sheared beaver jacket, or even a reversible fur. Take advantage of the sale on our designer collection from around the world, featuring the latest in knitted and sheared furs. The Allen Fur's holiday sale, 30 to 50% off all furs.
Now through December 7th, you can be an angel to more than 750 homebound seniors and handicapped adults during the Meals on Wheels Holiday Angels Gift Drive. Together with McKesson Medical Surgical, we're collecting gifts like socks, hats, scarves, household goods, toiletries, and more. Drop off your donations at one of the collection bins at Richmond area CVS stores. To learn more about how you can be a holiday angel for Meals on Wheels, visit MOWdelivers.com.
What is your favorite parade memory?
Last year, that was my first year when my string got caught in a tree and it kind of snapped in half. So, of course, I'm still walking and thinking, it's not mine, I didn't do it, but I did it.
Welcome back to the 2008 U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade on CBS 6.
All right, it is cold out there, but this might get you in a tropical mood. This is Tally Ho, the toucan bird balloon, sponsored in today's parade by the Richmond Marriott Hotel. That's our official hospitality sponsor, by the way. They're putting up vendors for the floats and balloons and one of the special interest performing groups, as well as the Grand Marshal today.
And the balloon, it got a little breezy out here, so they're having a little trouble holding on to him. The toucan wants to get away. It's 9 feet, big yellow beak. It stands over 15 feet in height, is over 10 feet in diameter. A team of 7 volunteers are trying to keep Tally Ho from flying south early for the winter. They're having a hard time holding on, because I did notice it got a little bit breezy. It got colder all of a sudden.
That crazy bird. All right, we want to welcome the Goodwill Baptist Church Awana Club to the parade today. Awana is an international Bible-centered children's and youth ministry, providing the local church with weekly clubs and programs from preschool to high school. As a matter of fact, they're just kicking off their basketball program in a lot of churches and gyms around the Central Virginia area. Their goal is to reach children and teenagers and their families with the gospel of Christ and train them to serve Him.
And as you can hear, their theme this year is Ring the Bells.
100 members in the organization. Goodwill Baptist Church, located, by the way, at 8701 Hungary Springs Road. They faithfully served for over 67 years. They're always looking for volunteers.
This is one of my favorite places in town, the St. Constantine's and Helen Greek Orthodox Church. They're the ones who put on the Greek Festival twice a year, and these are their Greek folk dancers.
Right, that's where those days that we can't find Cheryl Miller, it's because she's hanging out
I am eating spanakopita at the Greek Festival.
How do you say it again? Spanakopita.
Spanakopita.
What are those little grape things?
Grape leaves.
Grape leaves. Grape leaves. I could say that. That's easier to say than spanakopita.
They're actually called domates.
Oh, well. Very nice. Hey, the Greek Festival is awesome, but these are the Greek folk dancers at the St. Constantine and Helen Cathedral. This is the Irish Dance, the Danny Teague School of Irish Dance, directed by Danny Teague, certified Irish school at the Irish Dancing Commission in Dublin, Ireland.
I like it too.
Students ages 5 to adult can attend classes here at this dance academy, the Irish Dance. They participate in all kinds of community events, and some students compete in Irish dance competitions up and down the East Coast.
They actually have a Celtic Christmas show at the Henrico Theater coming up on December 18th.
And fitting right into that theme, here's the Virginia Renaissance Fair. It's held for 5 weeks each spring on the grounds of Lake Anna Winery in Spotsylvania County. Fair will be May 16th to June 14th next year. More than 100 costume characters, and they range in all kinds of age. We've got knights on horseback, and we've got archers and herald trumpeters. This is a lot of fun. I love to see these guys. The Virginia Renaissance Fair, again, going to be in Lake Anna Winery, Spotsylvania County next year.
Now, this is their first year that I can remember them being with us here in the Christmas parade. Their costumes are historically accurate, and each cast member creates their own costume.
All right, we want to introduce you to the Charles City High School Band right now. They have marched every year in this parade. Their homecoming queen is on trumpet, by the way. So they are a great organization with 60 members. They've won some awards, too. The Southern Star Music Festival in Atlanta, the West Point Crab Carnival, Frog Level Firemen's Parade. Their drum major, Patrick Thomas Jr., flag captains Dana Johnson and Martia Jones, and the head majorette, Chiquita Black.
This is the Support Our Troops float sponsored by Cox Radio. They are the radio partner for the 25th annual UCrop Super Value Christmas Parade. They reach nearly half of Richmond every week with its 4 stations, including K95, Y101, 96.5 KLR, and Mix 103.7. They're a big supporter of the military and our troops overseas throughout the year with programs like Music for Marines, Fourth at the Fort, and, of course, this float in the parade today.
Hi, guys. Merry Christmas to you. K95, 103, 101, and 96.5.
And behind them, the Virginia Army National Guard, a battery 111th Field Artillery, also known as the Richmond Howitzers. The Virginia National Guard has served since 1607. And the good news is we just had a large number of their soldiers return home from a year-long tour overseas. The goal is to have those soldiers marching here with their families, and we hope they're here with us today. These soldiers missed their last Christmas with their families, and this is a great way to honor those families and the sacrifices that they make for all of us. So welcome home.
Don't forget our troops around the holidays, that's for sure. Well, you know, we've had a lot of responses from the crowd from different organizations marching by, but you can really hear the crowd giving these guys a big hand.
Rudolph's doing the limbo.
How low can you go, Rudolph?
He's making his way down the street. Sponsored by Super Value, the big Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Squeezing
balloon.
in under the light bulb? Is that what he's doing?
He's going underneath the lights. And that's where the handlers really come in handy. They do a good job. This big balloon is filled with some 6,000 feet of helium. And helping Rudolph today are 34 reindeer wranglers from Super Value. They're all playing those reindeer games, trying to get him underneath that light pole. Rudolph actually is about 50 feet long, and his bright red nose is about 3 feet around.
All right, they did it. They got him under the pole.
And the crowd is loving it.
Hey, we're really proud Super Value is on board this year. I want to tell you a little bit about them. They're a large regional employer committed to diversity and acceptance, striving for an open and inclusive atmosphere for associates and in our communities. For Super Value, they tell us being a good corporate citizen is also an ongoing commitment by helping to create stronger communities. So thank you, Super Value, for being involved in the U-Crop Super Value Parade this year. And thank you so much for sponsoring Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. As you said, a big crowd favorite here. And man, a lot of the kids, you should see their eyes when that deer went underneath the light. He's
up right now, so we're good to go. He's ready to fly and lead Santa on. You know, Super Value supports a lot of local schools and organizations through their charitable giving and their volunteerism, so we are so happy to have them here in our community and here as one of the title sponsors of the U-Crop's Super Value Christmas Parade this year.
I think you ask any kid in this parade if they know the words to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they'll tell you. And then think about that. That was a song written so many years ago. The singing cowboy old Gene Autry recorded that song, and it's still probably the most popular Christmas song today, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And one of the favorite TV holiday specials, too.
I love it. Nobody wants a Charlie in the Box. Just on the other night, wasn't it?
It was.
I love old Rudolph right here on CBS. It's been a staple at Christmas time. I love old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The kids are loving it too.
He is big. Coming right behind us now. These are the Royalettes from Richmond under the direction of Mrs. Diane Gunnels. They're co-sponsored by the Chesterfield County Parks and Recreation Department. They have been with us in the parade since the beginning, all 25 years, and their members range from the age from 4 to college age. They are the 2008 Virginia State Champions in Twirling Corps and Dance Twirl Team divisions. Their motto is to reach for the stars.
And we were just talking about how cold it is, and these girls out here spinning these metal bars high up into the air and catching them as they come down. Oh man, they got to be brave to be out here in this cold with those things, huh?
And wearing those very skimpy outfits in this cold weather too. They got to keep moving.
They are talented. Watch them go.
That takes a lot of practice. And just looking down the parade route, there are so many floats still behind us and so many ahead of us. The ones who started out are probably just getting to the big crowds that are down at the end of the parade at Broad and 7th Street. 2.5 miles of parade route here today. The weather is perfect. Chilly, but perfect for a parade. It gets you into the spirit of the holiday.
It is just about the right Christmas parade weather. You see a lot of people bring their thermoses, you know, they've got the hot cocoa ready, and there's all the vendors up and down the streets. And I don't think people seem to mind the cold weather out here this morning, huh?
No, and through the years, the biggest crowds that we've had out here watching on the street have been around 100,000 people.
You know, we still have about 25 minutes left in the parade. If you've got family members who live outside the Richmond area, you got to let them know that we are streaming the parade live on our website, WTVR.com this year. All right, next, coming up is Siebert's Towing and Body Shop. They brought their antique tow truck to the parade. It's a 1950 Ford, but the manual winch on the back of it actually comes from a 1928 vehicle. Riding along is one of Santa's helpers who's getting a lift with his decorating too. On the truck, Mike Cridlin, 25-year employee, and his daughter Tabitha Williams.
Also, Michael Knight, a 20-year employee, and his daughter Sharella Knight. And behind them, we've got the Mount Gilead Full Gospel International Ministries. They're walking there. Their unit teams have performed overseas in Brazil, Uganda, and Kenya. They performed in over 20 Christmas and Easter productions throughout the years. Their unit members range in age from 5 to 50. And, you know, they did something really neat. At the height of the gas crisis, they sponsored a gas giveaway where they filled up the gas tanks of unsuspecting customers at one local grocery store. They spent over $5,000 doing that. I remember that story and how happy people were to get free gas at that time when gas was around $4 a gallon.
It's a wonderful thing, and we're so glad that you're joining us for the 25th annual U-Crop Super Value Christmas Parade. We're going to have a lot more right after this.
What is your favorite parade memory?
Well, I felt like I had my 15 seconds of fame. The adrenaline was flowing, and it was just, and I even seen people that I knew and waving, and it felt kind of important there, you know.
Now save up to 70% store-wide during the final sale at H. Lowenstein & Son in downtown Richmond. Just in time for holiday giving, take advantage of the going-out-of-business prices now being offered. Save up to 70% on jewelry gifts for all your loved ones and something for yourself during the going-out-of-business sale at H. Lowenstein & Son. Don't miss the largest sale in our entire history. Prices have been reduced even further. Save up to 70% now at H. Lowenstein & Son at the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Richmond.
Now through December 7th, you can be an angel to more than 750 homebound seniors and handicapped adults during the Meals on Wheels Holiday Angels Gift Drive. Together with McKesson Medical Surgical, we're collecting gifts like socks, hats, scarves, household goods, toiletries, and more. Drop off your donations at one of the collection bins at Richmond area CVS stores. To learn more about how you can be a holiday angel for Meals on Wheels, visit MOWdelivers.com.
Hello, Central Virginia. From Victory Nissan and Mechanicsville's family to yours, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We know you're watching Parade right now. What a beautiful sight, folks. After the parade, come on down. We're open till 9 o'clock tonight. Victory Nissan and Mechanicsville. If we can't lower your payments today, I promise you a $500 Walmart gift voucher. So come check us out. We're here for you. 6564 Mechanicsville Turnpike. This is the season of giving, and Victory Nissan and Mechanicsville is giving back to you.
Cake time.
Yeah, I got it at DQ.
Oh, hey, I'll take it in.
It's okay, honey. I got it.
Come on, baby, just let me help you out.
Well, you can grab the forks.
Give me the cake.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. Oh, baby.
Look what I have.
I got the forks.
Yay! Get the cake, get the glory. Dairy Queen holiday cakes. Vanilla, fudge crunch, and chocolate.
Every day in Virginia, babies will be born prematurely. People will suffer life-threatening burns. Many will suffer sudden and unexpected heart attacks or stroke. Others will be diagnosed with advanced stages of cancer. None of those people will be prepared for what is about to happen to them. But we are.
This holiday season, many of our neighbors are having a tough time making ends meet. Think of them during this time of giving and take a moment to give back to your community. Many nonprofits are looking for volunteers as well as donations so that they can help the needy in our area. As you're shopping, take a moment and give what you can spare to many valuable charities. Every minute and every penny can help. Happy holidays to all of you from the city of Richmond.
What is your favorite parade memory?
The day of the parade, it kind of ushered in the whole spirit of Christmas, and it just made the whole environment enjoyable, seeing all the people waving and the balloons and the floats. It just made you feel the Christmas spirit, and it was just a beautiful day.
Welcome back to the 25th annual UCrop's Super Value Christmas Parade. I'm Cheryl Miller along with Rob Cardwell, and we are enjoying the parade today, and hope you are too. We've got 99 units in the parade today, one of the biggest parades we've had in a long time, including the Goochland High School Band. They've been in the UCrop's Super Value Christmas Parade for at least 15 years now. You know, one year it was rainy and cold. You remember that year? And a lot of the bands dropped out because it was just not conducive to playing music. Well, they stuck it out. They stuck it out. They were here with us. Drum major Luke Gall was chosen to be a part of this year's All-American Marching Band in San Antonio, Texas.
All right, here's another balloon for you for your enjoyment. This is the Holiday Ornament Balloon, sponsored by Schwarzschild Jewelers. They began in the early 90s, that newly reconstructed city of, the 1890s in the newly reconstructed city of Richmond.
You know,
And they're still here.
Yeah, they got something really neat this year. To honor the 25th anniversary of the parade, they've created a special sterling silver ornament that you can buy. It's of the parade logo with all the little characters on it.
That's
it's a limited
and
edition.
A snowman,
yep.
Right? Clown, snowman, and drummer boy and Santa Claus, right? All right, here's a great little presentation from the Regal Virginia Center Stadium. The name of the float is Quantum of Solace, and there he is, 007 himself.
You mean Daniel Craig is here?
Okay, maybe he's not Daniel Craig, but he is a fine-looking fellow who likes his eggnog shaken, not stirred.
Sigma Phi Epsilon supplied our James Bond for the float today. And of course, you can't have James Bond without a Bond girl.
Darn it.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I'd trade a Bond girl for a Chick-fil-A biscuit right now because I love Chick-fil-A, and here they are credited with introducing the original breast of chicken sandwich and pioneering in-mall fast food, my absolute favorite.
Did you know that the Chick-fil-A Eat More Chicken cows were recognized as one of America's most popular advertising icons in a vote sponsored by Advertising Week?
That's right. How about that? You know, you better get one today because they're closed on Sunday.
This is the Santa New Beetle float to sponsor the brand new Volkswagen Beetle. This is Browns Buick, Volkswagen, and Jaguar. This model of Santa's sleigh and many others just like it are available at both local VW dealers. The new Beetle float's being pulled today by the all-new 2009 Volkswagen Routan.
I like both of those vehicles.
Oh, that's a pretty color red on there, definitely. Got little reindeer on board.
All right, right behind them, we've got some VWs.
Yeah, the VW dealerships, of course, are always involved in a lot of local events, ranging from working with the American Heart Gala to the local YMCAs.
Oh, okay, now these are some good friends of ours. This is the American Red Cross, the Greater Richmond chapter. They serve Richmond, Henrico, Hanover, Chesterfield, New Kent, Goochland, Amelia, and Powhatan. And we just appreciate all the hard work from the American Red Cross, and they've been busy with all the natural disasters that we've had with hurricanes all across the country, and they just do such a great job of going out and helping those citizens who can't find help otherwise.
And they also do a lot of daily help for local military families. They do have a big volunteer component over at the McGuire Veterans Medical Center as well.
And it's not just across the country. They help 1,300 local fire victims, 60% of those victims being children. So thank you to the American Red Cross.
And another one of our big balloons here. This is the holiday ornament, which is sponsored by Rich Web Incorporated, a Richmond-based company owned and operated here since 1995. They've supported the Christmas parade here since 2002. What they do is they provide custom application development to companies, both big and small. Their leaders are John Larson and Mark Lee. They specialize in web development, securing web and email hosting. And we've got some more of our parade volunteers holding down their holiday ornament.
Right behind them, Benedictine. Hello, gentlemen. This is Benedictine High School, the headmaster, John McGinty. This is the corps that's led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Nelson. We've got 269 students, grades 9 through 12.
We just got the good news that they're going to keep their campus here in the city of Richmond, in the west of the Boulevard neighborhood.
And that's a great thing because they're one of the very few Catholic military-based high schools in the entire country. Many of these graduates accepted and attend various military service academies. So great job, gentlemen. Keep up the good work.
Now, they've got 269 students in grade 9 through 12. 200 of them are here in the parade with us today. So a good contingent from the school.
A little bit earlier, we saw Odie. So when you see Odie, you know who's not too far behind. Garfield.
The big cat is limboing down the street.
He's laying on the job again, that lazy cat. He probably filled up on way too much lasagna. And just like old Rudolph, he's got to do the limbo under DMV Drive green light there. Great job by those handlers, huh?
Garfield is sponsored this year by Purdue Farms Incorporated, of course, privately held and family run now for 3 generations, the #1 brand of fresh chicken in the eastern United States. Does Garfield like chicken?
All right, Garfield, wake up, stand up.
There
Come
he
on.
goes.
Look up, take a look around. I don't know if he likes chicken, but boy, he sure does like that lasagna.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably loves chicken too. Anything that has to do with food, I'm sure Garfield loves it.
Well, he was born in the kitchen of Mama Leone's Italian restaurant in 1978.
Ah, now as Garfield stands up, he will be 60 feet tall.
What's he got in his hand there?
I can't tell.
Probably some hot cocoa. 60 feet tall, the most widely read syndicated comic strip in the world at one time, appearing in more than 2,400 newspapers, read by 200 million people daily in 26 languages. Garfield is international.
I love this. His favorite sport is a brisk nap.
Fat cat facts. Here you go. He was born in 78, Mama Leone's kitchen. His birth weight, 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Looks like he's put on a few pounds since then.
Yeah, current weight, he says, I'm perfect. I'm the perfect shape for my weight.
Yeah, Odie's long gone. Hey, there's a Garfield foot right behind our head there.
And that shows you just how big these balloons are. You can see behind us. That's his foot, yeah.
Hi, guys. You're doing a great job.
Well, the big balloons are a big hit here, and so are the bands.
This is the Hopewell High School marching Blue Devils. There are 65 members joining us for the parade today. They received an award recently at the Mills Godwin High School Marching Invitational, thanks to their hard work by their drum major, Philip Felton. Again, this is the Hopewell High School Marching Blue Devils.
Let's take a listen. These are the Tom Mix Rangers. They've helped in mounted search and rescue operations, ridden in 2 governor's inaugural parades. They've actually been in a couple of movies, too. They're a nonprofit organization that raises money for schools and churches, St. Jude, a number of charities, including nursing homes as well.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the Lady Rangers, they just made 60 lap quilts for all of the residents at the Heritage Hall Nursing Home in Dillwyn, Virginia, as Christmas gifts. So this is a group that really gives back to the community all the time. Great men and women of the Tom Mix Rangers of Virginia.
And another one of our big balloons here today. This is the Snowman, sponsored by Style Weekly magazine. Style just turned 26 years old, so it's just a year older than the parade itself.
And just a year older than you.
Yeah, absolutely. This is really neat because this year the parade is bigger and better than ever. We actually have about 20 more units in the parade than we normally do.
Right.
99 units in the parade this year, making its way down the 2.5-mile route. So a little bit of something for everyone. We've got the horses and the bands and the balloons and the floats.
You really are getting into the spirit. We want to thank you so much, Style Weekly, for sponsoring the Snowman balloon this year. All right, this is another float. This is the Genworth Financial Float. They've teamed up with the Children's Museum of Richmond right across the street here to create this Holiday Village Float. It features 6 Fan District style houses that help educate children about the symbols, traditions, and customs of holiday festivals around the globe.
Yeah, that's the Holiday Village, which used to be down at the Genworth location at Broad and 64. Now it's in the lobby of the Children's Museum, and you can just go on in and see it for free and visit it. You can also write letters to legendary Santa and post your good wishes for the world. This year, Genworth's associates have donated nearly 3,000 hours of their time for local organizations, including Meals on Wheels and Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
All right, the great men and women of the Richmond Fire Department. This is the Richmond Fire and EMS, the 6th oldest paid professional department in the United States, and they just celebrated their 150th anniversary.
Their fire chief is Robert Creasy. They have 428 members.
3 rescue companies, the dive team, the heavy tactical rescue, and hazmat.
And they're also on standby in case anything happens here along the parade route. That's why we have a lot of these emergency units here, so that in case, we hope nothing happens, but in case something does, they're here and ready to go.
All right, when you think Christmas, you think red and green. Well, this will make you think green. This is the Allied Waste Float, and their motto is "'Tis the season to recycle." They encourage the community to reduce, reuse, and recycle. They offer an innovative way to recycle called single stream recycling, which allows you to dispose of all your recyclables in one container. Just put it out on your side.
Yeah, the holiday tree on there is living, and they'll be planted after being displayed on the float, and all the ornaments on the tree are, of course, recyclable.
All right, I like to consider myself in shape, but these guys, boy, they're in shape. This is the SEAL Team Physical Training. They just celebrated 10 years, and our good buddy John McGuire is their instructor. He was a Navy SEAL for 10 years, and he started this class, which was voted the top fitness class in Richmond for men, women, and children.
Yeah, these are the folks who get up at like 5:30 in the morning and go work out.
There are people that get up that early, believe it or not. They do a lot of events too. It's not just working out. They do paddle boats, and they climb ropes, do some kayaking, mountain biking, a whole lot more. Our Greg McQuaid involved with them for some time, and look at them. They're really getting pumped for the holidays.
Okay, Rob, drop and give me 10.
I got $10. That's about all I give you. I'm not going to.
Well, they'll get a 2.5-mile walk in today as they make their way down the route too.
All right, coming up next, this is the Hampton Inn float. Embassy Suites, Homewood Suites, and Hilton Garden. This is the lighthouse on the float. It symbolizes what they call the beacon of hospitality for Hampton brands. They have 150,000 employees. Hampton Inn Innsbruck, by the way, ranked one of the top Hampton Inns in the entire nation if you ever get a chance to get on down there.
And a bunch of happy employees probably and families on the float having a great time today. And yet another marching band coming our way, the Meadowbrook High School Roaring Regiment Marching Band. It's been 6 years since this band's been in our parade, but we welcome them back. The Roaring Regiment is one of 5 performing music ensembles at Meadowbrook High School. Each fall, the Roaring Regiment performs for all the Meadowbrook football competitions and up to 5 competitions here as well. And they have the special honor this year of being the band that leads into Santa Claus.
I've heard about that. So that's a hint that the big man is right around the corner here. Meadowbrook High School, they sound great. Their percussion group, one of the best in the Central Virginia area. All right, there it is, folks. We thought it was just a rumor, but he's actually here. Here's Santa Claus.
Sponsored by First Market Bank here today, a subsidiary, of course, of U-Crops, the bank only bank in the country owned by a grocery store, U-Crops Supermarket. And Santa is there with all his tiny reindeer, and he's got his snow princess with him there today, and all the tiny little elves. And of course, all the smiles breaking out in the crowd now as Santa joins us here in this 25th annual U-Crops Super Value Christmas Parade.
Have you been naughty or nice this year?
A little bit of both, I think. And it's been a great day, and we thank everyone for joining us here for the parade. And of course, you can watch a rebroadcast of the parade on Christmas morning. We'll also be streaming it live on the web that day as well at WTVR.com, as we're doing here today. Thank you so much for everybody for joining us here today.
From our family to yours, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a great day, everybody.
Happy holidays.
This has been a CBS 6 special presentation. The 2008